Should the black box warning on medications used for hormone replacement therapy for women going through perimenopause and menopause be removed? A panel of experts is advocating that the FDA remove the black box warning for these medications. So first, what is a black box warning? A black box warning is something that is included in the drug information and is right at the start. You know that big paper that comes with your medication? At the very start of that, if there is a potentially serious adverse effect, a serious side effect, then that goes in a box with a blackboard around it so that it brings attention both to the patient and to the prescribing physician. And this is so that the prescribing physician and the patient will take into consideration this warning when making a decision about taking this drug. So the warning for estrogen products says this: estrogens increase the risk of endometrial cancer, and then there's a paragraph about that. And then as far as cardiovascular and other risks, estrogen with and without progestins should not be used for the prevention of cardiovascular disease. The WHI Women's Health Initiative study reported increased risk of myocardial infarction, heart attack, stroke, invasive breast cancer, pulmonary emboli, blood clots to the lung, and deep vein thrombosis in postmenopausal women ages 50 to 79 years of age during 5 years of treatment with oral conjugated estrogens combined with medroxyprogesterone acetate relative to placebo. Now, as I've said in a prior video, if you break down that population of women to women in their 50s versus women in their 60s versus women in their 70s, it is the women in their 70s who were at higher risk of developing these problems, and the risk was very low in the women who were in their 50s, which were the women who were at the time just going through menopause. So the panel is not denying that risks exist, because they do. But the problem with having the black box warning is that it scares a lot of women out of taking these drugs that could make them feel so much better and could make going through menopause so much easier. And it also scares physicians out of prescribing it. So these warnings should still be included in the package insert. They just don't need to be highlighted at the very beginning. And physicians and patients should have a conversation about the potential benefits versus the potential risks. There are certain people who should not take hormone replacement therapy, but there are some people for whom it is safe to take. For women who are in their 40s and 50s who are having hot flashes and severe vasomotor symptoms, there's nothing better than estrogen for that. And these women should take the lowest possible dose to ease their symptoms, and when they no longer need those medications, then they should be tapered and then discontinued. Now, there are people who are opposing removing this label because they are still concerned about the potential risks. Personally, I think that the black box is not necessary, but that a conversation should be had with every patient who is considering going on hormone replacement therapy as far as what the potential risks might be.